Hey, what's up, fellas? Going Maru here, and welcome to a game called Rue Valley. A game where you're stuck in a time loop with a very few interesting strangers who all have secrets, defying traits of personality. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know there was something like this. This is awesome. Quick note that this is only a demo for a game that comes out. I don't know if it's later this year or just sometime, but this is only the demo. But this game has me so hyped that I really want to try it. You feel neither calculated nor impulsive, but alert and confident. If only you could stay in this state of perfect focus. Ah. I'm gonna say... So we only have a couple... You know you're pretty calculated off, John. We're thinking stuff and are genuinely very cautious. There you go. You're neither introverted nor extroverted, and you feel equally fine, equally alone as you do surrounded by a huge crowd of people. You're so extremely introverted you rather avoid the company of others altogether if possible. Perfect. Yeah, we're just gonna go all the way. And finally, we only have one more we can do here. You're aware of emotions and don't pretend they are not important, but you won't let them overwhelm you. You're not that sensitive where you're not afraid of embracing emotions, both your own and others of those other people. That's fine. That's fine. I kind of like that. Yeah, I'm down with that. Wake up. 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. You know, this is like the first time I'm not recording and the dead of night feels strange. The frantic sound of a century-old clock nudges you back to the present. The still air perfectly complements the image of the old motel room.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Yes. Your personality traits determine your dialogue options. Some options will only be available if you have a certain trait, while others might be blocked by that same trait. Remember, traits are neither good nor bad. They are a crucial part of role-playing characters with a real personality. Oh, I can't, get you my full attention. Yeah. He smiles.
Mr. Harrell, I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Maybe. Ribbons on the character portrait shows the status effects your character currently has. Status effects have a negative impact on your personality and dialogue options. Huh. Total lack of motivation. You'd rather stay... Oh, slight lack of motivation, more like total lack of motivation. You'd rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this farce. They call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
We'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our sessions.
Hold on. Your personality is represented in this part of the screen. It shows your personality access that you defined in your character's creation, as well as a trait that you chose. Select / hover over a trait, see what it is and what it does.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence.
Do I need to use a
Try
mouse?
to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Dang, so that's what we got from everything. A total lack of motivation. Alright, fair enough. Jesus. Silence befalls the room, a muffled clanging sound from the outside, only making the moment more uncomfortable. Both are lies. I'll try.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm.
All right.
However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything.
Why don't we do this here in the middle of nowhere? Is another session really necessary? I was hoping this would be a one-time thing. Can't you simply state that I'm fine so we can move on with both our lives? Well, I am curious, why do we do this in the middle of nowhere?
It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my methods require complete divergence from the client's regular way of life, as well as temporary distancing from their social groups and circles.
Oh, don't worry, I have none of those.
This place is ideal in that regard. However, it's understandable that you need a period of adaptation to both this idea and to your new surroundings. That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone. Yet. But please don't be alarmed. We'll talk about everything in due time. Any other questions?
I mean, not much. I doubt you're gonna be like, oh, you're fine. You can leave my therapy forever. I trust that you're better now. But we'll keep asking stuff just because I like the dialogue of this game. You can simply state that I'm fine so we can move on with our lives. He looks you straight in the eye.
That is out of the question. This is a court-ordered therapy, and both of us could be fined or worse if we don't see it through. And I have my own professional reasons in addition to the legal ones. You require help, and I've been designated to provide it.
Aren't you a sweetheart? He looks away,
I've
stern-faced.
never let a client down, and I'm not about to start now. Anything else?
The last one is session really necessary. So maybe once
Mr.
I
Harrell,
think.
your case is not to be underestimated. We need to assess the situation carefully.
What did I do? Your case. Not so long ago, nobody cared about what you do. Yet now suddenly, your business is everyone's
This
business.
first session is more for you to get acquainted with me and my methods. We have a long road ahead of us.
He glances at the clock, almost too fast for you to notice.
Arrested. That's it for today.
Through the door, you hear that sound again.
You should go and check in at the office. Your room is probably ready by now.
Alright. Well, pleasure. Jesus. Next to the source of the clangs, you heard from inside. A young woman beating up an old vending machine.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Alright.
Spit it out already!
This is, I don't know, this art style is really awesome, and I really want to play this
Come
game.
on, you thief!
Okay, I'm coming to talk to her. Total lack of motivation. I feel like I'm missing out a lot in the game because I'm gonna get nothing with this stat. You should be here for therapy as well. Who knows, but unlike you, she definitely looks like she needs it. Poor woman, she should consult with a real professional, not a charlatan like Dr. Fink, who might be sent away from their home to this dump regardless of their mental state. Okay, and yeah, what is done when lunatics like her let them rage around freely, yelling, kicking vending machines wherever they go? Well, if they're breaking the law, they obviously should be sent to prison. Of course, but wait, didn't you break the law too? I don't want to think about it right now. Leave.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Not coming closer to the thing in please. You know, in real life, I would try to help someone if I saw that happening. Looks uncomfortable. And this does remind me of Disco Elysium a lot. Or Disco Elysium? I can't remember how to say that game. Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty. Partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, torn and faded, all covered in a mixture of grease and spoiled orange soap. In this murky pool, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Blocked by paranoid. I think I chose the worst starter kit possible. I think I really did. Stomping your assorted image. Wow, you put your entire life goal into that stomp. Hundreds of tiny ripples from the puddle form in the puddle, but instead of obscuring your identity, even more details of your face emerge. Decades worth of new wrinkles appear, and the poignant expression of a man lost in time becomes even more apparent. The longer you look, the more you see it. The reflection of your inner self. I don't need to look at this. You finally step into the puddle on yourself. There you go. That's not what's inside me. As you stand still in the puddle, the smelly puddle. In the middle of the smelly puddle, it's hard to read the text for some reason. The liquid slowly sneaks through your left shoe and into your sock, while your reflection reverts to a calm, normal one. Why stop now? Stop it one more time. That was just straight concrete. Yep. There you go. I unlocked something. Soggy sock. I seriously unlocked that. So you can only see stuff with a mouse. Your left foot is trapped in a clammy prison. Is nauseating dampness mocking your attempts to move forward and seeping deeper into your other being with every step you make. Disgusted by moist foot, squishing sound while walking. I don't hear it actually, but it's the worst thing ever.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Let's go. That's uncomfortable. Is there a leave ending? You just want to go free? The sun still burns as if it was in zenith, its heat absorbed by asphalt. You don't get far without a car, blocked by a total lack of motivation. A feeling of longing and restlessness starts to well up inside you. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon, beyond the limits of this suffocating desert. But even if you weren't trapped here, you wouldn't go. You may long for the sense of adventure that comes with being on the road, but all you can do is stand and stare, and wish for what could have become of the young man that you once were, a long time ago. Dang. That hurts. Oh, wait. So the colors have been bleached by the sun, but you can still make out the image of an orange setting sun. This was the words, Rue Valley, written above the illustration. The picture is quite detailed, but the colors have been obliterated by the sun, making it possible to discern the subject, let alone the finer details. You squint your eyes and try to make sense of the confusing shapes, but everything seems blurred and distorted. However, as you keep looking, you finally start to see a magnificent stage, a ballerina dancing gracefully, a live group of musicians, and an audience dressed in formal attire. Ballerina. Ballerina wearing a tutu stands in the center of the poster on pointy. I still don't know how to say that word. Pointe? With her arms gracefully extended above her head, almost like she's waving to you. The men appear to be dressed in tuxedos, the women in elegant evening gowns, seem to be fixated on the stage, their overly stylized faces seemingly expressing a range of emotions, from awe to excitement. The stage. The stage is adorned with elegant curtains and a strange chandelier is hanging from the edge of the poster. The varnished wood of the violins is reflecting the orange hues of the setting sun. The curved bodies of cellos stand tall and proud, and the trumpet player holds the instrument with arched back, the silhouette reminiscent of a tree struck by lightning. What a poster for such a highbrow event ended up on a rundown motel in the middle of nowhere. Something's odd here. None of my business. Let's go upstairs like an absolute gremlin. Oh, yeah. I still don't know my directions. The paint is peeling from the wood of the door, but number 6 is new and shiny and chrome. You press the knob and push the door, half expecting it to work. It's locked. It's still locked. Alright, I guess we have to go get a key. Because I was assuming we were going back to our apartment, right? Oh no, I've been reading some of the stuff and admiring here, so I kind of forgot.
Yes, Rue Valley Motel. Our Coral Destiny internet antenna.
The only attention on the girl behind the counter is occupied by the ongoing phone call.
No, the repair tech already came yesterday. Said the internet will be up by noon today.
Social check. I think we're gonna fail at this horrendously. Too introverted. I'm not that much of an introvert. It's best to let her make the first move. She'll soon notice you on her own. In the phone call, asks if she can help you. That's what receptions are supposed to do. Then look at the leaflet laying on the desk and hope she will address you eventually. You grab a leaflet and stare through it, mentally preparing for the imminent conversation. You either manage to look like you're really here for the leaflets, or she simply doesn't care.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem.
Says to her conversation partner, clearly annoyed. Awkward. Move away from the reception desk, stop invading her personal space. Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so in order to wait until certain events happen, you need to find a way to kill time. Usually you can do that with various items and interactions around you. For example, reading a book, scrolling through your phone, just chilling in a cozy chair. I feel like that's really disrespectful. I sit in that chair. Is there any books around here? That's a chair we can sit in.
Of course it's urgent. Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead, we can't access reservations.
Blocked by awkward. We can't do any of those. Check out the leaflets. Just take it with you. Oh, items to pick up are stored here. While not in dialogue, you can click on them and interact with them. Also, some items will show more information on their icon. For example, Wi-Fi availability or battery level on your phone. Kill some time until she finishes the call. Start to read tiny letters that contain everything you're not interested in. It reminds you of times you forgot your phone while going to the bathroom, and are forced to read blurbs from cleaning products and air fresheners. I can't even imagine we were about to go through before smartphones were invented. Wasn't that bad. Yeah, and how about before cleaning products and air fresheners? Consider yourself lucky that you have a small piece of literature with rockets and spacemen. At Coral Destiny, we believe innovation should serve the everyday needs of the community around us. That's why we properly provide fresh, purified bottled water, believe free of charge to the residents of Rue Valley. Keep reading, why not? Just water. There's more AD lingo, but a nicely framed quote catches your eye. We're about to share our resources with Rue Valley. Providing clean water is a small part of our mission to uplift the communities that inspire our work. Isabel Watson, Chief Executive. Struggle to find more content with the same level of excitement. Nevertheless, time begins to pass. After a while, I realized that you switched from reading text to just looking at pictures. The art is ugly. Minutes pass with the phone call. It's still not answers in.
I know what I'm talking about. Your repair tech said it was fixed. Can you just...
She seems to get interrupted by the person in line. I am just going to have to sit here for hours on end waiting for this woman. Play a quick match of hyper-casual protagonists. Yeah, why not? First wave of tiny bow tie wearing antagonists appear on the screen. Touch? Oh, top crane. Golden Fork instantly turns to an amorphous purple splotch. A matching splotching sound effect plays at the same time, further confirming that the bow tie wearing Golden Fork carrying antagonist is no more. Continue squashing. The game's gonna be over. By the time she's off that phone call, the game she's gonna be over. We're waiting. As your mind spins around the absurdity of this game while your fingers roam aimlessly across the screen, a group of tiny bow-tie wearing antagonists gather near the piles of boxes at the bottom of the screen. Tap the boxes, why not? Absolutely nothing happens. As soon as you're about to get the one with the goatee, a slightly larger antagonist with a monochrome pocket watch enters the play arena. Trying to understand what's going on. You stare at the bunch of random characters on the screen, the sense of it all escapes you. Tap on the boxes again. Absolutely nothing. You might have squished the gold for master of the top hat tire just before you see the big guy yelling something out the A form of bounty stylized letters. And as soon as the letters fade, he begins to charge toward the pile of boxes. Press your finger against the monocle watchman maybe a bit too hard. Tip of your finger almost slips and you almost drop your phone. And you look at the screen after your heart almost skip the beats and see that the whole screen is taken up by bold fat letters saying temporal disruption. What the heck is going on? The letters disappear and you notice that the whole screen is frozen. Antagonists gather on the pile of boxes stand still in their weirdest poses. Is there anything different on the screen? There is. A small timer at the edge of the screen is ticking down and it's gone. The screen comes alive for a split second. The antagonizers unfreeze and continue to antagonize the pile of boxes. Before you get the chance to do anything, the whole phone is covered in black. And the blackness disappointing red letters appear. Protagonist defeated. Alright. The quick swipe and finger click, the game is gone. You're back staring at your old wallpaper. The reception is still arguing with the internet service provider and getting restless.
I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet!
Oh, wow. We're gonna be here forever. She says to whomever she's talking to, your muscles are sore from the days of exhaustion and the long wait. I better sit down and relax. This might take a while. And now my legs are... Am I supposed to be losing so much? Like, is my life supposed to be this horrible? Or is something happening?
Yes, Coral Destiny Antenna, Rue
Oh,
Valley
man.
Motel. Oh, case number?
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down. Man, what was soggy socks, sore legs, lack of motivation. We can scroll on the web. You start scrolling through memes, boring news articles, beach photos of ex-acquaintances, and poorly targeted sponsor posts. You might be able to hear it is thundering hard outside. In one picture, a grinning middle-aged stranger is apparently showcasing his newest baby thanks to a cleverly applied filter, both them toward donkey ears. An overly long and arguably racist video, a non-native speaker is repeatedly making embarrassing linguistic errors. They often turn out to be unintentional double entendres. Hilarity ensures. There we go. This is just a day for me. Is it night now, or is it turning like dusk? Wow. After a while, I realized that neither the pictures nor the posts are loading correctly. I think the signal's out, because the internet's bad. One bar, you get the feeling that if it could, it would show half a bar. Seems like all the posts were from some time ago, stashed needlessly in your phone's memory. As you hook up to some local Wi-Fi, you won't get much internet here. Time goes by, and the girl at the reception desk is still talking.
No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. I'm not... Sunday or later? That's... No! Oh,
I've been here for hours. Finally, girl hangs up and the perfect call.
Can I help you? I would have hung up earlier if I knew you were waiting for me. You're too quiet.
Blocked by secretive. No, I just didn't feel like checking it right away.
You didn't feel like it? And how about now?
Now it's good, yeah.
Okay, let's get you into your room.
I find myself getting frustrated, even though I didn't have to wait that many hours. I find myself just frustrated.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And
She raised her hand holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
this is your key card.
Thank you. Reach toward the key card, nod and wait for it to put it on the counter. I kind of hate when people do this, so because I worked customer service for a while, so I'm just gonna get it. You stretch her arm politely, hoping she'll hand you the key card, but she's completely ignoring your gesture and is excitedly waving it around.
You're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
Don't worry, I'm awkward. Key cards are great. She nods in response, but then continues if you haven't said anything.
Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest, the guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting, and my dad didn't like the cost of replacing so many locks. So, yes, we decided to use electronic key cards. Costs us a lot to implement, but now when a guest loses their key, we only need to replace a piece of programmable plastic. How great is that? It makes my life so much easier.
Takes a deep breath, planning to continue, but a notification sound from her phone interrupts her. She immediately grabs the phone, smiles, and starts typing a message, as if she suddenly forgot she was talking with you. After a few seconds, she puts the phone down and hands you the key card.
So, here's your key card, and I'll need your signature here.
Paranoid, read the document first. Well, looks like I actually have something from being a introverted, unemotional, paranoid person. They won't get you this way, and don't forget the small print.
Oh, are you a lawyer, perhaps?
Blocked by awkward, blocked by awkward. She's right, you're not a lawyer, and so who are you kidding? Just sign the dang document and prepare for the unknown consequences.
Thank you for your trust, sir.
I can't do anything. My first thing where I think I'll be able to do something, and she immediately shuts it down because I'm too awkward. He says with a briefly, barely visible
I'm
smirk.
here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Bye. Oh my god. I just want to go to my room. I just want to go to my room. I'm feeling this lack of motivation. There's no way this lady's even still here now as long as I was in there. Machine. What's going on there? I can't interact with it. Nope. I can't even grab a drink. I'm just gonna go upstairs and cry over that interaction and lay down having it keep me awake. We all have those nights where you just can't sleep because you're thinking about all the awkward stuff you did. Alright, finally. Just let me in. Yep. The door is unlocked. There we go. Well, this place ain't so bad. It's cozy. What's in my... Can I unpack? Oh, hold on. I always check your restrooms. Look at the mirror. The mirror splotches make interesting patterns on your face. They can see a dark circle here, a mole there, a patch of wrinkles. A mole. Could be skin cancer. The good old mole under your left eye. It's been with you as long as you remember. Yet still has grown in size a little. Changes color, perhaps. Pretty sure it has. Maybe perhaps you are imagining it. Or it might be too late to worry about it. And you'll die in a matter of days. That's what my paranoid gives me, by the way. I get to, everyone else playing this game, yeah, they get to do something cool, like make funny faces in the mirror, like write stuff on it. Or just think about how, you know, good of a day they're having. Me, I just think I'm gonna die of skin cancer. I mean, it's lovely, really. I wonder, is something with the mouse, maybe? Some things only work with mouse. Hundreds of strangers have slept in this bed, leaving behind flakes of dead skin. Still, you can't wait to jump into the sheets and contribute to the collection. Blocked by total lack of motivation. Unfortunately, between you and the object you desire on the folded sheets lie a dusty suitcase. Your suitcase, the smallest one you own. Can't deal with this now. Yeah, it's such a chore. But if you don't open it now, you replace your damp sock with a dry one. The more you prolong it, the worse it will get. The worse it will get. If you don't unpack now, it'll feel even harder and more pointless to do later. Step by step, the simple act of unpacking will become an insurmountable burden, and even thinking about it will make you feel weak and powerless. You really want to trudge back into that deep black pit, accompanied by the squishing sound of your wet sock? Yeah, I got it. There's not much in the suitcase. Spare clothes, a phone charger, a toothbrush, and a couple of other items. You really weren't planning on staying here long. Decisional check. Let's go. I actually did something for the first time ever. I succeeded in life. Oh man, almost makes this whole day worth it. You replace a mushy sock with a dry one. Plug in your phone charger above the bedside cabinet, put your clothes in the closet, your slippers next to your bed, and your toothbrush in a cup under the bathroom mirror. And now the suitcase has been dealt with, this motel room is officially your home. It'll do. A little positive. That's the spirit. Made my total lack of motivation fall onto the bed, risking breaking it. Yeah, let's crawl in there. There you go. It creaks and squirms as you crawl into it. You try to make yourself comfortable, but the overly soft mattress swallows you up. As soon as your head touches the rough pillow, though, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy. You don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. You are desperate to get some sleep, yet after weeks of wakeful nights, you know it won't come easy. We've checked out this leaflet fully, we've messed with our phone fully, so just close your eyes. Check who's calling. The screen simply reads unknown number. You feel betrayed by your own phone, making the identity of the mysterious caller. I'm just gonna be realistic. I would just put it on silent and ignore it. You silence your phone as the mystery of the caller's identity gently teases you. I mean, that's what we all do. You don't answer your phone when you see an unknown caller. You just ignore it. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence. But your mind refuses to calm down. And soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. Mind map. As your mind map, it is a representation of all the memories you have and how they are connected. When a new memory is available, you can recall it by clicking on it to activate it. Once the memory is activated, you can open dialogue choices in relation to that memory. One of the swirly images, the bushy eyebrows of your new psychotherapist emerge, bouncing up and down as he talks. Lies to the man straight to his face. You have no shame. Well, fair. I try. The image of the young woman flashes before your mind's eye. She's punching and kicking the old vending machine. Could you be there for therapy as well? It is what it is. You have nothing to say, nothing to do. Just the bare minimum. Then look at the leaflets. With a pathetic attempt at acting. Or were you a bad actor on purpose, hoping she'd take pity on you? You're a familiar sound. It's your annoying ringtone, the one you promised you changed ages ago. That's relatable. Now, why would you answer a call from an unknown number? As your consciousness keeps spinning around, the carousel of recent experiences warps into a single vision, suspended between sleep and waking. Angst, regret, intuition, dormancy, remorse. You find yourself staring at the smallest suitcase you own, perched on rumpled motel sheets. Everything is packed. Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple of other things. Ready to go home. As you reach for the handle, you notice a toothless gap, as if the suitcase forgot to fully exhale. Then the gap widens just a little, as something shifts inside the suitcase. Or something shifts, the suitcase jerks. Just a family latch lets go already in the suitcase. Better shut it tight first. But the suitcase feels too alive. With a loud hiss, the seam splits and a snake's head appears, lidless eyes fixed on yours. Then more hisses follow and more snakes emerge, liquid as death and cold as oil, their bodies twist into knots, ready to spill all over the sweaty sheets. Close it. And blocked by secretive. You slam the lid down, the latch snaps shut, silencing the hisses for now. Got to get rid of this suitcase, let's shove it under the bed and get out of here. Out of your sight, out of mind. As you descend the stairs, midday heat pricks your neck with sweat. You think of everything you left inside the suitcase. Clothes, phone charger, toothbrush, and a couple other items. You enter the reception area. No one's here, and even the AC is turned off. The air is hostile and heavy. Can't wait here, it's too hot. On the desk, a stack of pristine checkout forms sits beside a pen. Perhaps you can just do it yourself. Let's get this over with. Name, date of birth, length of stay, but a single mischievous drop of ink escapes the pen and begins swelling into a blot, a puddle, a pond, spreading across the form as sweat spreads across your shirt. Get another form. You slap the new form over the old one. The blood seeps upward. Your sweat drips downward. The paper becomes a battleground of stains. Your tongue feels swollen, your throat dry. It's no use, just keep writing. You write all the words in black, on a completely black paper, and sign it in black. Not your fault after all. You did what you could. Now it's time to leave and find something to drink. The parking lot shimmers in the heat, asphalt soft underfoot. Across it, the vending machine glows like a mirage, its glass fogged with condensation. The machine hums, light flickering, but no bottles come out. You drop another coin. Clink. Press. Hum. Still nothing. Or are you gonna start punching it? The world narrows to the clink of metal, the press of your finger, the machine's empty whir. Maybe this time it'll work. You check out. You try to leave this dang motel and all that therapy nonsense behind, but everything kept falling apart. Not enough willpower. Don't worry, it wasn't even a real memory. Embodiment of my feelings, prophecy, past. Embodiment of my feelings, maybe? More like random neural activity in your brain, synapses sparking from nothing. Best forget about it. I just know it's important. Could be, but are you strong enough to remember it? Brave enough to confront it? Not yet. Sound of a car engine and screeching tires urge you to open your eyes, bringing you back to miserable reality once again. Your head is still spinning in a whirlwind of uncontrollable thoughts. Your nostrils pick up a curious smell of dust, and your throat is as dry as a desert. Those side effects have a great impact on your personality. Thirsty, for example, nudges you just 1 point toward the impulsive side, but some other status effects have a much greater influence, and in some cases, drastically changes your personality you define character creation. Because we should get something to drink then. Hey, our legs are better. Get up and find some water. Alright, we could go get tap water, but we can do better than that.
God damn it!
Whole lot, not my problem. Let's just go get my stuff. You're the man yelled from inside his vehicle. Into the tinted windshield, you can feel his frustration.
Come on, start, you piece of shit.
Go off, man. Also, like a really bad hazard, like if that telephone thing fell on you, you could die. Just about the careless driving, you just witnessed the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Fink's. He's probably drunk. Good thing he's driving through a desert. That lowers the risk of him hurting anyone but himself. Come to think of it, could it be that's exactly what he's trying to do? Or not think about that right now. Right, let's find something to drink. Here I go. I like the little animation, just going down the stairs. It's simple. I mean, again, I know this. Ooh, Jesus. You jump as if someone jabbed you in the stomach. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap. The loudest one you ever witnessed. The motel even have a lightning rolling start. Next time it might hit me. But while you're already thinking about the next strike, your heart is still racing because of the last one. It's pumping, but there's nothing to use this unwanted excess of adrenaline for. So it keeps lingering, eating you from the inside out, while you stand alone and thirsty in the middle of an empty parking lot. Fair. Being paranoid doesn't do much at all for me. And again, I know that this game is like, it's a very slow burn of just beautiful art and a very interesting story so far. But my God, I'm really loving it. I don't know, I'm just really enjoying it so far. Anyway, let's get something to drink. The battery machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed, comically large reddish button. Check the label. There is drinking water for the people of Rue Valley, free of charge, courtesy of Coral Destiny. The bang and clank, the machine vomits out a bottle of water. There you go. The almost frozen plastic feels slippery in your sweaty hand. You can't wait to drain it of the precious fluid. That doesn't sound weird at all. Wait, how come the water is free? Think, man, think. You allow yourself to be seduced by the promise of that cool, fresh sip. Stop and ask yourself the most important questions. Who benefits from free water? Why would anyone just give something of value away for free? Are they trying to get us addicted? But you and your whole species are already terminally addicted to water. No. There must be some other angle here. Something that's right in front of you. You can't see it. You just can't figure it out right now. But what if they actually want me not to drink the water? You're a genius. They carefully designed everything. The button, the label, the bottle, the whole situation to make you think you shouldn't drink it. Yes, I am so smart. Drink the water. Nah, I think I'll pass. Nah, drink it. Can't be that bad. Get the bottle cap open and start draining the water until you hold a shriveled plastic husk in your hand. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I shouldn't have drank that water. Suddenly, this night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream pass through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. Hide? But you can't hide from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. Anxious apprehension. At least I don't have to face it. Your eyelids connect and darkness greets you for a mere second. But as always, the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I let go of it? That's easy. Simply let go of yourself. Nobody can stop being themselves. Deception says whimsically emerge from the whirlwind. What I wasn't expecting is you. But the receptionist disappears and instead the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight and narrow slits in your closed eyelids. It wants to stop. Close your eyelids tighter. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. Red skies seep through the cuts in your eyelids, forming a number. 8 a.m. And
With me, Mr. Harrell?
stop the carousel, focus on something else. I don't need therapy. What does this stop the carousel? What does that mean? Surely there's something pleasant thing outside of this bushy eyebrowed psychotherapist in this court-mandated therapy. Think of something sexy, soothing, interesting, tasty. Think of something soothing, my friend. But Dr. Finnick only seems to become
Mr.
more
Harrell,
real.
can you hear me?
Says sorry.
It's all right.
He pauses for a moment.
I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation right now.
Yep.
And will surely be coming back to this condition.
I have depression, paranoia, and a plethora of other things. Lack of motivation. That's at least your worries, while your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, did you hear that? A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside diverts your frail attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates, and cold sweat
At
appears
all
in your
times
armpits.
if possible. Hmm?
The doctor finished, apparently expecting some sort of answer from you. Just nod.
Good. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour. However,
Yeah.
since this is your first session,
He tells Minton and gives a
Mr.
concerned
Harrell,
look.
you're shaking. Are you feeling unwell?
Try and act like you're stable, well, just the person that you are. Yeah, I didn't think so. Too sensitive. Cry your heart out. Why not? You open your mouth and touch and that you're just fine. The stress is just too high to control and it instantly overwhelms you. Your face wrinkles in spasms and tears burst out of your eyes suddenly, as if a pressurized canister full of ocean water has been ruptured by a stray bullet.
Get it out.
Thank you. You recognize great compassion in his voice. Gradually, psalm by psalm, you calm down, your breathing slows down to its usual
There are
tempo.
tissues on the table if you need them.
Use a tissue. Wow, you're such a nice doctor. I'm sorry I didn't like you at first. You're rather nice.
Feeling a little better?
He smiles.
Good.
He pauses.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
I'm a dramatic, depressed, I'm just a mess. I have so much stuff I need to work out. Can we please extend these therapy sessions to 6 hours a day? I haven't slept in months.
That's so.
He seems to inspect the dark circles on your
Well then,
eyes.
if you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight,
He opens his hand, revealing a single purple pill lying on his palm. There's no reflection in his glasses. Above them is a pair of bushy eyebrows. Reach for the
Remember,
pill.
what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
Take the purple pill.
Hopefully it'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now you only need to pick up the key card for your room. and I'll call the receptionist to make sure everything is in order. Sounds good?
You're too kind, Doctor. Appreciate it. You really are a nice guy, huh? It's 8:04 p.m. We go here? I didn't really look around this area
The
before.
exit is behind you. That's the bathroom.
May I use it?
Of course.
The book's cover is dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight, shadows gather all around her, but a gun in her hand shows she's ready for any threat. Not to mention that with the decolletage, she's definitely dressed to kill. Above the woman, the title, Lilith Undercover. Below the author's name, T.J. Sampson. Toilet literature. What's happening to me? A man with eyes red from crime meets your gaze from the other side of the mirror. It looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. You must have gotten lost in thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. Couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago, but it feels like an hour has passed since. And then the sound of that old alarm clock is awakening you from a daydream. You can't remember, and this overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. There's something fishy about this mirror. Paranoid. No, let's be normal. Yeah. To turn on the tap, this horrible smell fills your nostrils. Like there's a plumbing issue in hell. And all that blocked sewage is feeding directly into this faucet. Oh, alright. Let's, not do that. There's something fishy about the mirror, though. Could it be that? There's a hidden camera behind the mirror and secretly recording his patients? Impossible. He wouldn't. Or would he? Only one way to find out. You open the cabinet door carefully. There's no sign of a secret camera inside. Then you find toothpaste, a roll of toilet paper, and a bottle of whiskey. Let's take a few sips of that. A strong, harsh-tasting liquid fills your mouth after you swallow it. A dark, nutty, and salty flavor undertone begin emerging. In purple old-fashioned font, it says Numb Night Sour Mash. The recipe stays the same. 40% alcohol by volume, 80% proof. We won't take the pill yet. We should have chugged it down with some
Yourself?
alcohol.
Feeling a bit better now?
Much better.
That's good to hear. See you tomorrow, Mr. Harrell.
God dang, Doctor. That alcohol, appreciate it.
Spit it out already!
Do I remember you? Can we talk yet? Just get away from her. Block by anxious apprehension. Nope.
Come on, you thief!
Is there anything over here still, or just the same old? Yep, just the same old trash. All right, everything should be easier. I mean, we can see that we're in the time loop now, but we should be able just to grab the key card, and then life's gonna be easy.
By noon today, but it's 8 p.m. now.
Can Tipsy give me some like powers to
Of
talk?
course it's urgent.
Liquid courage?
Our guests don't have Wi-Fi. The credit card machines are dead. We can't.
She pauses.
Hold on, I have someone on the other line.
He presses a button on the phone.
Hello, reception. Oh, what can I do for you, Dr. Fink? If it's about the Wi-Fi.
She pauses again and directs her gaze toward you.
Yes, he's here. Of course, no problem.
Wink at her. In an instant, the realization dawns on you because you're crying out bursting in the session. Dr. Fink just warned the reception about your condition. Wink. She winks back at you, then smiles as she touches the button again.
Hello? I'm very sorry. I will have to call you back later. Bye.
She ends the call and turns to you.
Hello, Mr. Harrow. How are you? Are you ready to check in?
She waits in the same breath without. She continues in the same breath without waiting for your
Everything
answer.
is in perfect order. Don't you worry a bit about anything.
Yes.
All right then. Let's get you into your room.
Her voice is full of enthusiasm.
So, number 6. That's the last one on the second floor. Everything is ready for you. And
She raises her hand holding a piece of blue and red plastic.
this is your key card.
Can I get it this time? She stretches her arm politely, hoping she'll hand it to you. Nope.
Oh, I see you're confused by this. You were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? Well, we've decided to modernize for a number of reasons.
I really like the voice acting of this game so far. Suddenly, she curtails her excitement as she remembered something.
You must be very tired. Perhaps I'll tell you about it some other time. It's a really interesting story.
Looking forward to hearing it.
Here,
Oh. Hands over the key card and puts some kind of document on
I'll
her.
just need your signature.
Draw a stick figure.
All right. Thank you.
She barely manages not to laugh, apparently not realizing that you just evaded whatever legal trap they wanted to put you in.
I'm here if you need anything. Enjoy your stay.
Being tipsy is amazing. And maybe alcohol ain't so bad. I just start doing that more. It was so much easier with alcohol. Is everything this easier when you have alcohol? I might start trying it out. Don't try alcohol. YouTube's gonna think I'm actually endorsing that. Nothing we can do there. It is nice being tipsy though, won't lie. Back upstairs. No vacancy. Is that coming from one of the doors? Yeah, I guess someone's watching TV. None of my business. There we go. And straight off to bed with me. Hey, why not? Take the perk pill. Actually, yeah, that's right. Wasn't the... Swallow this... wait, so we're not doing it. Could be dangerous. Yep. It's so bad. Force the pill down your throat. We're fine. We can sleep without a pill. We don't need it. I have to use the mouse to grab this. Why am I afraid of unpacking? The smallest on your own is lying on the folded sheets. Even thinking about unpacking right now is making you feel terrified. Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside. Or maybe that by unpacking, you accept that you're going to stay here for some time. You'll be inside, they're going to keep me here forever, aren't they? Are they? Voice inside my head? Yes. Well, aren't you just a ball of joy? Perhaps I could relax a bit in the armchair instead. There you go. It's a really nice room, if I'm being honest. It's quite relaxing and cozy. As your buttocks touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. All you want to do is sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside, like a colony of termites munching on a piece of dead wood. I could try to take this pill somehow, but the water's bad and the lady's blocking the vending machine. I should take it without alcohol. We can stare at my suitcase though. What a pitiful, inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff? Clones, phone charger, toothbrush, may as well be empty. But it isn't. And it won't ever be without your help. We messed our phone a bit. Anything interesting? Scroll to your feed. That always makes you drowsy. Play a quick match of... Yeah, well, just scroll through feed. Same mode, same mode. And I am not playing that game again. Actually, let's try beating that game. Why not? This game, for right now, for some reason, feels unsettling. It's not your fault. You're simply too nervous to play a stressful game like this right now. I am just a mess. Alright, just close my eyes. I enjoy it though. It's a really cool little sequence. Yeah, why not? We'll answer it this time.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
Not secretive. That's me. Who wants to know?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Who gave you this number?
Well, Mr. Harrow, to be honest, I don't even have your number. It was randomly selected by the computer.
Right.
The privacy of our potential clients is among our core values here at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy, I can assure you. Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
Aren't I secretive usually? But I guess I'm not secretive now, maybe because I'm tipsy. You're referring to my psychotherapy here in Rue Valley.
I have no idea where this true valley of yours is, but we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are.
Why, thank you.
You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it. So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Do I have to decide right now? It all up so suddenly.
I completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your
Your
case to my
general
colleagues in our
consent.
paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Juice!
God, I wish I could be a voice actor for this game. I love this. Before you even say anything, the phone line is already dead. But at least now you know you're not the only one who realized the absurdity of this mandated psychotherapy. Let's close my eyes again. And hope that sleep arrives. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down, as when your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. And we're back here again. For a split second, the whole world was exploding. There was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you ever witnessed. Same thing. While you're already thinking about the next strike, your heart is still racing from the first one. The loudest peal of thunder you've ever heard rings out as the lightning strikes the motel. The fiery sky. You can't hide from from the whole sky being on fire any better than you can from your own past. Nothing happens afterward. Nothing after, but everything again. Judging by the careless driver, you just witnessed the man is either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Finks. He's drunk. Good thing he's driving through a desert. That lowers the risk of him hurting anyone but himself. But it doesn't happen. This evening, but later. You're a strange voice. The meaning of what you just experienced is so hard to grasp. Is this some sort of weird deja vu? The memory seems so real. And yet, these things clearly never happened. Or have you actually gone completely mad, and they were right to send you to Dr. Fink? But what if the careless driver really does show up? What if lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? The combination of several specific memories can create an idea. With enough inspiration or willpower points, you can turn that idea into an intention. Intentions open new dialogue options that will lead you to the journey of completing that intention. Keep in mind that not all that you intend can be successfully achieved. Memory or fantasy. How could you remember something that is yet to happen? And again, why would you imagine it so specific? Never have enough willpower. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories are playing reality, or it all is but the fever dream of a lunatic. Yet, you can't. It's all too much. All you really want to do is forget you even had these weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. Lack of motivation. Stay in the armchair forever. A shame. We're so weak. It's that we just can't push forward on anything that intrigues us. Yeah, I guess this is our forever now. There's nothing else to do but swallow the purple pill. Yeah, but we can't do it. It could be dangerous. Swallowing a pill without any water. It's not a pleasant task, true, but getting up to get some water definitely feels like too much effort. Use saliva as lubricant, you help the pill find its way into your stomach. Well, you have no idea how long it would take for its effects to kick in, so it doesn't do but wait. That has to do something. And gradually your thoughts begin to slow down. Your consciousness lighten its fierce grip on you. No turmoil, no fear, no embarrassment, no pressure. Oh, are you letting me get rid of one of these? I lost one. Nice. I think that was the best one to lose, because my paranoia is not too bad. Was it the purple pill? Or was it the numb night? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Embrace the sweet relief. Or unless no pressure was getting rid of my total lack of motivation, because I need that gone. Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way in that. Need to get more of those purple pills. Pretty good. But what is this? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. It must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. A spark without shape, still without purpose, but full of potential. The sound of your loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. The speck of energy. We lost total lack of motivation. We just lost total lack of motivation. Oh my god, I'm so happy. We just lost it. The speck of energy, now fully grown, is pulsing inside your chest. You remember this feeling. Inspiration points are small sparks of inspiration that you can use to motivate ideas and turn them into intentions. Be aware that when you spend inspiration points, they're gone for good. I'm gonna hold on to this one for a while. Awesome, let's go. And as you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. Oh, there we go. We had to press the brain there. I need to see that. So now we can commit. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will really be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again. And if it does, you need to remember. Get up. Here you can see your active intentions. Select/hover over them to see more details about how to complete them. Clicking on intention will open the mind map with that intention in focus. So, here, right? The loudest thunders happened as you foresaw, so are the other strange visions real too? The killer driver visited the motel where you were sleeping. Will the sky really turn red? That's my intention. And I will not fail. You want to unpack real quick? Yeah, let's get to work. The rain is slackened off, and you see nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing you can put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the motel, he has surely left already while you were sleeping. As you exit the room, the hair rises on the back of your neck, and an eerie sensation takes hold of you. Guess where's the parking lot? Investigation updated. As you stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear lights before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. That's right. Alright. Let's get down there then. I'm excited. We're making progress now. We just woke up one morning. Our depression was gone. As you come closer to this transformer, you immediately notice a couple of red plastic shards. Transformer. Because we're going to see it has a dent in it. Any obvious sign of impact with the shards. There's several small ones scattered all around, translucent triangles and rhombus. The largest of them is lying right next to the transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. Inspect. And this shard is obviously part of a broken tail light. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. It's all a hoax about being set up. No paranormal right now. Though it has to be true. And there it is. And before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze, exactly as you remembered, only confusing you even further. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back in Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or is this a one-time thing? And the evening will now continue as if nothing has ever happened. You follow it, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 11:47. From now on, you have the exact time displayed here. Pay attention to it because the Rue Valley situations change when the time arrives. Characters might leave some locations and arrive at others. Their mood might change and they might act differently at different times. Well, there's death again. So, interesting. The frantic sound of the alarm nudges you back to the present.
Mr. Harold?
Wait, don't answer. I'm blocked by secretive. Where is... I thought I had secretive, but I guess not. It will lie.
Mr. Harold, I'm aware that you may be...
That thing like motivation, but you are motivated. You just need to remember. I don't want to remember. I was daydreaming to remember. Yes, there's something very important. A muffled sound. And suddenly an image of a young woman punching and kicking the old vending machine emerged in your mind. Just like the first rock in an avalanche is inevitably followed by others. More memories start emerging. The receptionist, the thunder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer out in the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything. There we go. How to wrap up? The loudest thunderclaps happened as you foresaw. You found several red plastic shards by the power transformer where the careless driver smashed his rear lights and the sky turned red again. As you struggle to put the memories in the correct order, your mental fog dissipates and two simple words form on your lips. Time loop. There you go. Seems like you're trapped in some sort of time loop where the same 47 minutes repeat over and over.
Time loop?
Dr. Fink's voice pulls you back to the old motel room.
Follow, Mr. Harold. Would you care to elaborate?
I don't think I can explain it to you. Yeah, that is the end for Rue Valley, at least the demo. This is obviously there's gonna be a full game kind of deep diving into, I'm sure, more characters and more scenarios and stuff like that. But for a demo, this was quite strong, I'd say. It's a very slow burn. Like, it just starts off with us going through our life and getting to know our character, and we still don't know what legal trouble he was in or why he's visiting the psychotherapist in the middle of nowhere. It was just, we know for breaking the law. That's all we know. And everyone's talking about you, so you went to the middle of nowhere. So we just have that based on thing, but we don't know a lot. So this is kind of just setting up some of the base things, I would say. So it was a pretty strong demo in terms of that. I mean, I'm sure even you see the art side of this game is beautiful, and I'm really liking it so far. I think this game, very strongly. It has a lot of vibes of just quite a few games. There's another one, I can't think of the name right now, but I'll just put it on screen. It reminds me of this one and Disco Elysium, or Elysium, something. It reminds me of those two, kind of in a way, and it's just its own thing. It's a really cool game. In 24 minutes or 12 minutes, that one too. That's just because of the time loop, though. But anyway, I won't yap you off. I truly did enjoy this experience. I hope you did as well. I can't wait for this because we'll definitely play this full game when it comes on the channel. When it comes out, we'll definitely put it on the channel because I really love this. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I sincerely appreciate you all, and farewell for now.